present something for the teachers. Many of us have been here since kindergarten and have gotten to know so many of the teachers and staff who work at the school. We want to leave them with something to use to say thank you for everything you have done for us over the years.
So for the teacher's lounge, we have given you a coffee machine that makes both hot and cold drinks. And we are leaving you with a lot of coffee, tea, and hot chocolate pots. Every time you use it, we hope you think of us and enjoy your delicious drink.
Next, we want to leave something that will benefit the whole school. We are giving you a portable sound system. It's awesome. It can be used here in the gym, or you can easily move it to the cafeteria when there are large meetings there, or even outside. It includes multiple microphones, less passing of the microphone during all school meetings. There is a CD player and an iPod docking station right on the system, which will be great for the talent show. We hope you love it. Thank you, teachers, staff, and Ms. Lipsitz for a wonderful Hastings experience. We will miss you. And now we will present our virtues.
My name is Radulescu-Banu, and our virtue is determination. I showed determination when my friends and I performed a dance number of a remix of songs for the talent show, even when one of our friends was sick. We had to quickly change some of the routine. In order to remember my focus and determination, I am putting the knee socks I wore at the talent show to remind me of this virtue. I'm Radulescu, and I showed determination at Tubs and Island. We were trying to go to sleep, and it was freezing in our room. We tried to close the window, but it was stuck open. We were going to get a teacher to help, but we couldn't remember what room they were in. We were determined to get the window closed so that we could sleep. We tried and tried, and after a long time, we finally got the window to close. I am putting in this window to remember what happened.
My name is Jacob Weinstein Delheim. The first time I had MCAS in third grade, I was determined. I worked very hard from the very first problem until I finished the last one. I was nervous at first, but when I started working, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I am putting a picture of a pencil in the memory box to represent my hard work during MCAS.
I'm Jacqueline Chang, and I was once put on a math team, and the questions were super hard for all of the tests. I thought that they were too advanced for me, but I was determined to do well, and I got 4 out of 5 questions right in the test. I'm putting in this A+ to represent my test.
My name is Matthew Birdie, and I'm going to put a reflection challenge in the memory box to remind myself to always be determined. In math in third grade, I worked extremely hard on the end of the year assessment in Ms. McKenna's class. This was a difficult assessment, but I worked hard to be successful and will use this memory to remind myself to always be determined.
I'm Richard Chen, and whenever I face a hard challenge, like a math problem, I am very determined to do it. I don't get discouraged. Keep on trying until I complete the work. Also, I show a lot of determination with chess. I spend a lot of time practicing so I can do well at the conference. I am putting a challenging math problem into the memory to represent my determination.
My name is Josh Ostrom. When I was in Miss Parky's third grade class, I was a little behind on one of my writing pieces. In fact, I was a lot behind. I was only halfway through my last draft when everyone else had finished. But I was determined to get it done, and I worked really hard to catch up and finish the assignment. I'm putting in this piece of paper to represent my writing assignment.
I'm Wesley Bratton, and I showed determination this year when I was taking the reading MCAS. This test was really long, I knew that I couldn't give up, so I kept trying and trying. After I was done, I thought at least I tried my best. To remember determination, I am putting a practice MCAS in the memory box.
I'm Tony Couch, and I show a lot of determination in school. During PE, I was determined to do as many laps, push-ups, and sit-ups as I could. When I'm stuck on a math problem, I feel determined to stick with it until I figure it out and understand how to solve it. I'm putting a picture of sports into the memory box to show my determination during the
My name is Abhinav Mukherjee. When I grow up, I want to be someone who does something for the environment because I am determined to do something to help the planet. I would like to work on affordable electric cars and get more people to buy them and also plant trees all around the world. I am putting in this picture of a tree.
Hi, I'm Megan Cannon. Once in third grade, we were taking a test. I was really worried. The unit had not been easy for me. When I saw the first question, relief instantly spread over me. This might actually be easy. Once I got to the end of the test, I faltered. This was a really hard question. Miss McLaughlin must have seen my worry and said, "Eileen, you can do this. All you need is confidence." She encouraged me. From that point on, I was determined to finish the test. When I had done, I found out I had done well. I am putting a picture of a star with math symbols inside to show my determination to complete that math test even when it wasn't easy.
My name is Nate Broke, and on the day of the harvest run, I was determined to beat my previous time. The race began, and I was pacing myself really well. When I saw the finish line, I started sprinting, not even paying attention to the clock. I crossed the finish line, but I had to wait for everyone else to be done to get my time. I finally put up the paper, and when I found my name, I knew I had beat my record. I'm putting this picture of my running shoes.
I'm an SME teacher, and I remember a time when I was in third grade when I was completing an assessment. There was this challenging math question on a skill that I hadn't learned yet. Instead of giving up, I was determined to do my best. I'm putting a problem solver in the memory box to remember to always be determined. Now, our friends who share the virtue of flexibility will come up to the podium.
My name is Rena Garashi, and I represent the virtue of flexibility. When I was in first grade, I came from Japan to Massachusetts. At first I was shy, but I decided what would I lose to get to know my new school. I started to see all the positive sides to Hastings, like all the awesome teachers and all the great friends. By the end of first grade, I had lots of friends, and every day was as great as before. I'm putting a picture of Japan and the U.S. flag to show my flexibility when I moved to a different country.
I'm going to read this. One week in my class was supposed to share with all school meeting, and I was really excited. It was my first time speaking in front of over 300 people. Sadly, every week it kept getting postponed for facilities and other reasons. I had to be very flexible about the disappointment. I couldn't get this little sad person to it all.
My name is Daniel Pym. There are many things that happen during the day, and we all need to make changes. My virtue is flexibility. When I was in third grade, I was working on a science project, and the number of students were absent. Because of this, I had to switch partners. I was flexible, and I felt positive that I could help. I'm putting a rubber band in the memory box to remember to always be flexible.
I am Campbell Kemp, and my virtue is flexibility. In fourth grade, I moved from Spain to Lexington. I put all my flexibility into learning new things and studying all over again in a different school. I also needed to make new friends all over again. I am putting a stuffed animal from Spain into my memory box to represent my flexibility from moving to a different school.